Hello friends, this is Reza Blade from channel Reza Blade. You can call me Reza. I am unboxing a very exciting shipment I got today of some AEngland or AEngland polishes that have just been released. Here's my big box. And I'm going to wait just a couple seconds to give people a little time to come on. I've been doing a lot of lives. And here's hoping that I'll be able to do more planned videos pretty soon. Cross your fingers for me, okay? As you know, I deal with anxiety, so whatever. All right, well, I'm going to guess that people might take a little bit to come on here. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Let's get... Hey, Wendy. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying lives. Hey. Zilizzy, that's a very fun handle. Are they called handles? So I don't know how many polishes are in this box, but they can't. Okay, words. Several thoughts happening at once. It feels like there are a lot of polishes. I'm pretty darn excited. So first thing, I'm going to move the swatch wheel out of the way. And this is the most me collection ever. This is called Bram Stoker and the Count. It is a Dracula themed polish. Oh my gosh. That's so clever, Liz. That is so clever. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this is very interesting. I've never had a polish escape from the... Well, they're all escaping. Oh no, it's escape. They're all escaping. Okay, well, I mean, that kind of makes my job a little bit easier. Am I right? I'm right. I'm just going to throw all this plastic out into the middle of the kitchen. There are so many that have escaped. This is so funny. I've never had a package like this. All right, so let's keep going. You hear... I keep pulling this out instead of polishes. Come on, polishes. Yes, easy to remove. It does make me happy. I hate having to go in there with scissors right away. All right. This is a very kind of gloomy goth kind of feel with these colors. Very nice for winter. Very, very good. I'm pretty pleased. Oh, I think we're gonna have fun with these. Now, I was reading just briefly. I was reading the brief on these polishes, and it looks like they're linear hollows. Oh! Is this a? This looks like a water-based top coat. Yeah, it's AEngland, Wendy. It is indeed. Oh my goodness, look at this one. Come on, could you be any prettier? I swear. They speak of my language. What is that song? That's from a song. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, now I can get rid of the big bag that was in my hand, and I can concentrate on... We have one that stayed in the packaging. All I have to do is, yeah, just a little squeeze. Like a banana. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm really excited. I'm going to kind of round these up. That's what it was. It's Toto's Africa. That's what Speak of My Language is from. I'm like, I know that I quote song lyrics so many times a day that it becomes sort of old hat. In fact, are you even doing life right if you don't have conversations where you do that pretty often? Are you doing it right? All right. Okay. I know. Well, I have tried. I used to have a friend from New Zealand, and I have tried Vegemite, and to me, it is the most foul substance. I mean, it tastes better than kerosene. That's what I'm going to give it. But I do give it 0 out of 10. Will not try again. So That was very mean, but I really hated it. All right, so it looks like, do we have any names on here? All right, so this is Transylvania. Crown your hands and feet. All right, and looks like we've got a hollow blue here, a deeper blue. Let's compare these. This is more kind of indigo, like almost on the range of a blurple, or just like more navy. And this is a more leaning towards cerulean blue. But it's not a cerulean blue, but it's kind of leaning there. So that's our blues. Let's get going on these. Oh, of course they're going to be hard to open. But it might, even my gloves that I do for my swatching videos, like they're even perfect for this video. I think it's so much fun. Look how much of a one coater this dude is. Craziness. This is bonkers. Look what we have here. I mean, I'd still wrap that tip, but I mean, that's a quick mani right there. And that is, yeah, and Vegemite is, Lizzie, is very umami. I understand, as far as, yeah, lots of pigment. Umami, and I do appreciate umami flavors, like, I don't know, truffle oil, stuff like that. I do understand it. But that particular one was not my favorite. Was I going to? I probably was going to do... Oh, I swatched the wrong one. Crown Your Hands and Feet is next. Love Song for a Vampire. Oh, it looks like the actual names are at the very top. So let me correct myself. Love Song for a Vampire is the one that I just swatched. Single coat. Look at this, guys. This is so flippin' cool. Apologize. I live in the city of St. Louis, and lots of times we're going to have some interruptions of sirens and emergencies. Actually, was it last month or the month before? We had 3 different fatality accidents within like half a mile of where we lived on the same street. All right. So that was, I know I remembered it before I swatched it. These are amazing one coaters. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Sorry, ad infinitum. Transylvania is the name of this particular hollow polish. These hollows are great. I've always wanted AEngland. AEngland. I don't know, because that's I forget what character. You know what? I took medieval and Gothic English. But yes, yay, St. Louis, Wendy. I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up in Manchester, and it was a very different experience. Very different. Okay, so let's see. Do we do sort of a cloudy sky color? Overcast sky? Forget-me-not? So I'm guessing this is kind of a periwinkle. Let's see. Let's see what it does. So next for me, you guys are going to see, like, I'm going to do some manis with some nail art as I post these, which is why I did a swatch video as my first unboxing, because it will take some time to do all the nail art. Now this one isn't quite as one coaty, but it also could have been just the amount of polish that was on that particular brush. It's a lighter polish. I'm really liking it. They're all shaping up to be one coats though. So hooray for AEngland. I cannot remember the name of that character. So this character, the A with the E, like, as part of it. Okay, it's not a thorn, because a thorn is the T with the curvy. No. Okay, so I don't have words. Happy Saturday, Cammie. Thank you for joining us. We're just all going to have to think about it, or somebody who knows offhand or Googles it for me is going to say so. But I used to know the name of all of those extra characters in Old English. Bat wings. Oh my goodness. very happy about this. I'm going to give it just a little bit of a shimmy shake to see. Probably because I had so much excited energy. That's probably why I shook it. It's like, oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so there's like a green gold tint to this. Is that what that is? Yet another one coater. Not surprised. Let's see what color this is. I don't have the color descriptions on me. I mean, and it's a beautiful charcoal, almost like a black hollow, but there is some sort of, in the natural, like in the light, not on the camera, there is a bit of like a green gold kind of thing going on, as well as a little bit of, is that pink? I don't know, but there is iridescence in this, and hooray for that. So, I always like it when I have complicated polishes, just like in physical training, complex exercises are always the best. That's me with my free association. Okay, let's see what this is. These, they really are. They're just so beautiful. Okay, Van Helsing. Van Helsing. He will tell us important things about how to kill vampires. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Hope you're well. I am finding out that these AEngland or AEngland polishes are essentially one coaters. These gorgeous linear hollows. And let's see. Van Helsing might be my favorite so far. I really like that. That's like a violet with a red undertone. Really enjoy that. That's the sort of this sort of polish when I was doing my color theory videos, and you can find those on my channel. I spent a long time researching and preparing for those. That red violet is kind of what like links both ends of the color wheel. So it's a really important color as far as color theory is concerned. Things that nobody cares about for 500, Alex. All right, here's Van Helsing. All right, let's see what this one is. We have this one. It's Elizabeth. And I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe that this is an Elizabeth in memoriam for Her Majesty. That is my... oh, Carrie, they can sometimes stamp too. That's great information to have. Like, really great information to have. This one's a more traditional purple, as you'd expect from something named after a queen. Royalty traditionally does get the color purple. It was a very expensive color to make back in the day. Sometimes they made it with crushed beetle shells, I believe. What was it, cochineal? These are all off the top of my head, so I could be absolutely wrong. And that is purple. I would do a second coat on this one just because it looks a little bit deeper in the bottle. And I think we could achieve that with that second coat, if you see what I mean. All right, so we're getting there. So we've swatched 6 so far. And I'm going to put these top coats to the side so that I'll do something with them. I am going to swatch this whole shipment. Okay, so we have Mina. Mina was my favorite in I grew up with the Dracula movie. I was a 90s teenager. And I wanted to be Winona Ryder so bad. I actually thought Lucy, I really liked Lucy, the one who gets turned into a vampire. And she has that beautiful nightgown outfit that's just all white. And there are some kind of horrific visions of her in the movie. But I thought she was just pure theater. It was so cool. This is really nice and light. I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. What is it again? Hold on. Mina, I think. Gosh, this is like maybe like a silvery lilac white. Like it is just so just light. This is the sort of thing that I keep in my frequent folder or drawer or whatever, because they're really fun to do nail art on top of. So let me tackle this magenta. Kind of like the color of the year, huh? Dracula. So a red pink is not, I mean, it could be red, but it looks like a red pink to me here in the bottle. It does not look like a real pure red, even a pink based red. It just looks like it's like a polish I'm about to swatch is what it looks like. I have to try so hard not to get the polish on the adjoining, not adjoining, yeah, maybe adjoining. There we go. I say one coater. What do you guys say? I say one coater for this guy too. For, I believe he is Dracula. So, very cool. Really digging this one. So, he's the namesake for the collection. Here we've got, this is kind of like a, this is a gold. And we've got some green sheen in here. But these are all complex iridescences that we're finding here. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's both silver, gold, like if it's a multi kind of a metallic finish here. And this one's called the Wild Rose. I wonder if that's a reference to the English rose, or is it something that Dracula called Mina? So a fun thing about Dracula is it's the first epistolary book that I read in college. Now, epistolary book is one that is about, like, it's formed up by people writing letters, as opposed to, like, chapter 1, it was a dark and stormy night. What do you think about that one? The Wild Rose. I think it's very interesting. All right, so epistolary novels. You're all going to hear my worthless knowledge anyway. So there's a really cool young adult book called Sorcery and Cecilia that was an epistolary novel, and it's like a fantasy book. And I think there are 3 in the trilogy. It was by Patricia C. Reed and Caroline Stevermer. And I really enjoyed that one. I would I would accept one coat for the Wild Rose, but I would also probably do one more if I had the time and inclination. This is Whitby Abbey. If you recall, this is where he stayed with his soil from his mother country. He had to sleep in it. Otherwise, he dies. I really loved Anthony Hopkins in that movie. The knowledge is everything. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you. I already forgot what that was called. I had to close it up again. Totally forgot what that was called. Ooh. I got a bunch of polish, but this is absolutely a one coater here. And it really self-levels very well, which is good to know. So that's Whitby Abbey. There are several different purples in here. It very much feels like a goth palette, which is great for me. I'm on board. If you've seen me doing these videos wearing these gloves, you probably know I have a gothic inclination. So, but anyway, I think these are great. Let's try the last. Okay, no, this is Mina. I know I'm missing something. Let's try counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was so, I was so tempted to go 1, 2, because we're, doing this about vampires. Anyway, yeah, I do not take responsibility for the terrible jokes that I make. They are given to me from the ether, and it's not my fault. Transylvania, I think, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aha! Okay, So we have the Wizard hollow top coat. Now, I mean, I'm all for a magical reference. I think this has got to be topically something different. But speaking of England and novels and wizards, I know that the Howl's Moving Castle is a very popular movie with many. Not with me, because I read the book about 80 times before the movie came out, and they changed a lot. But the actual book by Diana Wynne Jones, Wynne, if you were wondering, is an excellent, excellent book. Howl's Moving Castle. It's about a wizard and somebody who doesn't know she's a wizard. And that's about all I'm going to say about that. So that's a really fine hollow. This is excellent, and I'm going to tell you why. Sometimes we see imperfect stamping on our hands or on the nails that we've just done on nail stands, and we think, gosh, what can I do? Sometimes all it takes is a regular old top coat to even that up and to sort of just make everything look right. But sometimes if you add a hollow top coat, but it has to be the right hollow top coat. It can't be one of those super thick ones that make everything covered in stars, because then you can't see the stamping anymore, if you get my drift. This is Mina. I'm going to try this on Mina. I think this is Mina. I'm going to try it on Mina too, to see how much it covers up. No, this is a good one. So if you sometimes make teeny little errors in your stamping, I would call the Wizard hollow top coat a definite score. They score. All right, let's be done with those. Let's look at these before we can all go to sleep. Well, maybe that's just me. The Shield matte top coat and the Armor Strengthener, which I'm going to guess is a traditional slow dry top coat because it doesn't say quick dry on it. So I'm going to try the matte. Oh, yes. It was a book, Carrie. Yes, it was written, I say a long time ago. It was probably written in the 80s. But it continues to be one of my favorite books. My favorite books are Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, Diana Wynne Jones's Crestomancy novels, Diana Wynne Jones's Howl's Moving Castle, Sorcery in Cecilia, which I've already mentioned. I don't know, there are so many. Jacqueline, oh my goodness. The Kashiel's Legacy, Kashiel's Scion, Kashiel's Dart, all of those books. Although those are a bit darker if you're somebody who doesn't like dark topics. Everything turns out okay. I'm going to spoil it because I won't read a book if I know things are terrible in the end. Because I was an English major and I did that for 4 straight years. 6 if you count junior college. I don't read sad books anymore. Alrighty. It looks good. Forget what I did on what. But probably did something on Mina because she's got gozer hair attached to her now. Oh, very, very, very cool. Okay, so these are my swatches. And poke me if you don't see a video in a couple of days. I know some of you have reached out and asked if I'm okay, and I said no. Just a lot of anxiety and stuff right now and physical pain. I injured my shoulder. It's all fine, but I do need to actually release a video. It's time. It's well past time. So make sure all your notification bells are, solid. Make sure you're going to get all the notifications. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That really does help me out. And comment below. If you're watching this not in real time, please comment below and let me know what you think. And these polishes are about to hit Butometry's site, so go get them, guys. Oh, yes, Carrie. Thank you so much. And I'll see everybody later. I'm signing off.